What if I told you this was actually the second time that I let an Airbnb guest drive my car? I know it sounds like I do this all the time, but I promise I don't. So here's the story. This was our second time ever hosting on Airbnb, and we had guests coming from New York City for a wedding. It honestly never crossed my mind that they wouldn't rent a car, and coming from New York City, it never crossed their mind that there would not be Uber. So you can typically get an Uber from the airport. It's just once you're here that you can't really get around. Luckily for them, there were enough people in town for the wedding that they were able to get rides to all the wedding events. But here comes the hard part. They had booked an extra night, that way they could explore the area. And at this point, they had even tried to rent a car, but it was our busiest time of year, so there were no cars available. A lot of times we don't interact with guests at all, but these guests were really friendly, and we actually chatted with them a few different times. So we were chatting with them outside, and they were really trying to make the most of being stuck. They had gone on a walk in our neighborhood. They were enjoying our backyard views, but I felt so bad for them, so I just offered them to take my car for a few hours. Wanted them to enjoy their trip and get to see our beautiful mountains, and anyway, I just felt like I should in the moment. They were hesitant at first, but then they were so appreciative. We then spent the afternoon chatting with them about the area and where they visited, and it was just such a special experience. I have read your comments, and I realize the liability from letting guests drive my car, and I don't plan on doing it again. I'm actually going to check out Turo to see if that's something that could work for us. But yes, I have let Airbnb guests drive my car 2 times, and both times it ended up being fine, but I do understand the risk, and I don't plan to do it again.